Hello, my tribe. Happy Friday. We totally made it. We made it through the entire week, and now there's nothing left to do but have some fun. It is Fun Friday on the Tiger Forge Show, and this Fridays are my favorite day of the week. You would think Saturday would be a natural, easy favorite, right? Because you have the whole day off to just do whatever you want to. But what I've found is that anticipation always makes things better, and Friday is all about anticipation. So Fridays are my day, and that's why we're doing Fun Friday today. And if you've ever found it difficult to motivate yourself to work out, then stick around because today I have a hack for you that you can use to motivate yourself to work out anytime you want to. But of course, we're going to kick off this episode the same way we kick off every episode of the Tiger Forge Show with the Dancer Butt Off. This totally counts as your workout. So, are you ready to learn a hack that you can use to motivate yourself to work out anytime you like, except for maybe today, because we're about to work out right now. So you don't have to motivate yourself to work out today. We're going to do it right now. But are you ready? Well, good, because roll that beautiful bean footage. Ah, Fridays. Fridays are awesome. As always, we are kicking off today's show with the Dancer Butt Off. This totally counts as your workout. And if you're wondering what this little bit of silliness is, I'm glad you asked, because the idea behind this is it can be very difficult to motivate yourself to work out. So difficult, in fact, it's the theme for today's episode. Our entire episode is all about how to get motivated to work out. And this is a beautiful textbook example of what I'm going to be talking about in the next segment. It can be a big ask to go from not working out at all to working out for an hour or 40 minutes or 30 minutes or 20 minutes or even 15 minutes. It can be a big ask. I've found that when most people are struggling to get their workout on, it's because they're being intimidated by either the perception that that workout is going to be hard or that it's going to be long or both. And so to fix that, because you probably didn't know this, but I'm a fixer. I like to fix things. To fix that, what we're going to do is we're going to work out right now. We're going to work out for the length of one song, and we're going yeah, boy, I totally just lost my train of thought. That's what happens. A little bit of evidence that this is actually live. Anyway, what was I saying? Does it matter? It doesn't. Today's song comes to us from our friends Tape Machines again. These guys are epic, and these are actually two guys. So that is the appropriate pronoun for this band. These guys are Swedish, and one of them had a kind of a punk background and was making more punk side music, and the other one was doing mixes for pop, and they became friends and just kind of brought their two styles of music together, and that became Tape Machines. And they're so good that this is the most played band on the Tiger Forge show in all 30, where are we at? 39 episodes so far. We've played them, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 times because their tracks are so supreme. I should warn you that today's track is a banger. It's a banger. So if you aren't feeling particularly peppy today, it's cool to take this one easy. Oh, this totally reminds me. All right. So before we get into this, wait, stop the music. Stop it. I want to talk to my people. All right. Hi. I had this interesting experience. Can we talk? Is that all right? Cool. Can I get this, can I get this off my face? Is it better? Is it better? No, it's not. Okay. Today I had an interesting experience with a client of mine who missed his workout with the fix, but didn't want to miss his workout completely. And so, of course, I recommended the Dance Your Butt Off. This totally counts as your workout. And he was like, yeah, but I missed your show. And I said, oh, it's fine because it gets recorded and it gets posted to every single social media feed that I own. So it's there. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to do today's Dance Your Butt Off. This totally counts as your workout. You can do any of them. Just click on any single one of them and you're going to get a quick fix that you can use to start making positive changes in your life starting right now. And you can get that workout on. Well, this is all him, and this is brilliant because he actually did the Dance Your Butt Off. This totally counts as your workout. And I was like, oh, what did you think of the show? And he said, oh, I didn't watch the show. I just played my own song. And I was like, I know it seems simple, but I thought that was incredible. It's like, why didn't I think of that before? So before we get into today's Dance Your Butt Off, this totally counts as your workout. Let me encourage you to do your own song if you want to. You don't have to do my banger. You might not like the music that I'm choosing for this show, and that is totally fine. Get a song that really turns you on, because that's the whole point, and that's the whole point of today's show. So if you don't want to do this song, do any song you like. If you don't want to follow along with me and do it with the show, just do it on your own. It's a tool that you have in your toolbox you can use anytime, anywhere. You put on your favorite dance song and you get your boogie on for the length of that song, and that is your workout, and it's yours. You can do it anytime you want to. How awesome is that? So thank you to my client who will remain anonymous because that's how we roll at the Fix. But I know you're watching, and I just want to tell you that was brilliant. It sometimes it's the simple stuff I overlook. I like to make things complicated. I don't know why. I just do. Tim Ferriss, one of my mentors, he has these questions that he sort of filters his decision making through, and one of them is, what would this look like if it were easy? Which kind of is the whole point behind the Dance Your Butt Off. It really counts as your workout. But my client took it one step further towards Easyville, and I was impressed. Anyway, I'm getting a little babbly. Let's just how would you feel about just rolling the countdown? Let's do it. Let's count this down. Go.
10, 9,
oh
8,
wait.
7.
The frame is off. Did you see that? That's not cool.
10,
Let's see.
9, 8,
there.
7,
That's better.
6.
All right. Let's try this one more time. You ready? Thanks for hanging in there. Go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Well, that's not the right frame up. We need more space because this is a banger, and we are going off today. Ready? All right, it's Friday. If you've been hanging with me for this week, then you know the basic steps of these moves, and you also know that you don't have to do any of them. Do whatever you want. This is about feeling yourself. If you do need some help with it. Let's just go over it. All right. We always start with this side-to-side shuffle, nice and easy. Just moving one foot towards the other, finding the beat with the feet. Once you got that, throw a little bounce in there. Now once you got the bounce, beat with your feet. Let's throw an arm in, one at a time. And this is our basic dance right here. This is kind of the dance. It totally counts as your workout dance. The official dance of the Dance Your Butt Off. This totally counts as your workout. Alright, I think they're about to drop their beat. Tape machine's gonna drop it, so I'm gonna flip my mic up and just get oh, holy smokes. Alright, let's throw that one sheet up. Give Tiger a chance to catch his breath. That was the Dance Your Butt Off. This totally counts as your workout. I thought they smelled bad on the outside. Whew. All right. It is Fun Friday. And if you've ever struggled to motivate yourself to work out, you're a human, because we all struggle to motivate ourselves to work out, including me. As a matter of fact, I went through 2 years of not being able to motivate myself to work out, even though I work in a gym. I own a gym, I work in a gym, I'm in a gym all day long, could not pick up a weight to save my life. And what came out of that time, how I finally got myself back to working out, is exactly the hack that I'm going to give you right now. It's a hack that you can use to motivate yourself to work out. And actually, you can use this same hack to motivate yourself to do anything that you really want to. I'm going to work on my frame up here. How about, I like to get a little close when we're talking. Is that cool? That's a little low. That's a little high. There. That looks good. Yeah, anyway, this is a hack that I used to finally get my fitness habit back on track. And this episode was actually inspired by a conversation that I was having with a friend of mine. He was talking about how he was having a hard time motivating himself to work out, how he really wanted to start getting back into working out, but was having a hard time motivating himself to do it. And I've heard that whenever a doctor is at a party, if people know that he's or she is a doctor, all they get are these medical questions. And I found that the same thing is true for personal trainers. If my friends obviously know I'm a personal trainer, and whenever we have a conversation, it always gets looped back into fitness. I actually don't know if that's me or them or both, but somehow we just end up talking about, exercise and nutrition because, it's my life. But he was talking about how he's having a hard time motivating himself. And so I asked him what he thought it was that was holding him back. And he said time. And in my experience, time is code for just not wanting to, really. Because if you really want to do something, you make the time. And that is actually kind of how time works for doing things, getting things done, is we don't really wait for the time for time, to have enough time to do things. We have to make time to do things, and we usually have no trouble making time to do the things that we like to do. And so what I kind of gleaned from our conversation was that he just wasn't excited about it. He just really wasn't wanting to do it. And and what I realized was that it was because it was a little bit intimidating. The idea of working out was a little bit intimidating. And there's a lot to be intimidated by when it comes to working out. For example, we've been kind of conditioned to think that a good workout has to be an hour long. I don't know where that came from, but that is kind of the standard across my industry, and it's kind of trickled its way down into everyone's brain where a good workout is an hour long. That's kind of the length of a workout. Well, doing something that you don't aren't really excited to do for a full hour is intimidating. You can get backed down by the intimidation of the time. And then there's also, the exertion factor. Working out is going to require a lot of energy, and you might be sore after, and it might hurt during the workout, and it just those things are intimidating. So there's just a lot of intimidation built into this idea of working out, which is why I'm trying to change people's idea of what working out is, which is kind of the whole idea behind the dance your butt off. This totally counts as your workout. And so what I told my friend was that anytime I find myself avoiding something that I know I need to do, I try to dig in to how I'm feeling. I try to find what is intimidating me, what is keeping me from actually doing it, because I know that once I start working out, I'm into it. And it's not that I don't like working out, it's just tough to motivate myself to do it sometimes. And what I found was the workouts that are particularly tough for me to get to are the ones that start to feel like a chore. When it starts to feel like work, it requires so much more motivation to get started. It becomes this have to with a capital AVE. It's this thing that you have to do. It's kind of like, getting your registration renewed every year. And sometimes you have to go to the DMV to do that. It's one of the most unpleasant experiences that you'll ever have is going to the DMV, but we have to do it. And so we find a way. But if we had our druthers, we wouldn't go. Would ever willingly go to the DMV because it's just that unpleasant. Well, working out, when it starts to feel like a chore that way, it's the same deal. And because unless you're, an actor that, has to take their shirt off for a TV show, there's nothing in your life that is requiring you to work out. There's there's motivation, that the results are motivating. You want the results from working out. You want to get leaner, you want to get stronger, you want more energy, you want to feel better about yourself, you want more self things. We want them bad, but not always bad enough to to suffer through a workout that we're really not that into. So whenever I find that my motivation is flagging, I ask myself this one question, and it's kind of based on the question that Tim Ferriss asks himself whenever he's filtering his decisions through he's got this question matrix, which is brilliant, and he calls them the 13 questions that changed his life. And one of them actually did change my life, and that was the What would this look like if it were easy? So I've taken it one step further, and whenever I'm confronted with a desire to skip my workout, I ask myself, what would this look like if it were fun? It's such a shift, right? Just saying it changes the whole polarity of my thinking about it. So then it goes from being a have to want to. And that is a powerful distinction. And that's the one thing that I can't give you on this show. I can give you the question, what would this look like if it were fun? But I can't tell you what's fun for you. Fun is subjective. I'm going to give you a few examples of what's fun for me so that you get an idea of what I'm talking about. I love to ride. I love to ride things. It's just kind of, I've always loved wheels. Wheels are a huge deal in my life, and they always have been ever since I had my first big wheel. Wheels are just really important in my life, and I love my skateboard, and I love to ride my skateboard, and I love my bike, and I even love driving, and which is really strange for an Angelino, but I love to ride. So if I don't feel like working out, I'm gonna go for a ride. I'll ride my skateboard. I will ride my bike. I'll go out and do something fun. Sometimes I'll call up a friend and I'll be like, "Hey, can we go for a hike? I don't feel like working out today, but I still want to be active." Because the important part is my fitness habit, and I know this. I know that the important thing is just showing up because it's that cumulative effect. It's kind of this compound effect of just showing up every day, even if it's not for a traditional hour-long workout. So I'll say, "Hey, can we can we go for a hike?" And yeah, and getting a friend involved, that is a great way to make sure that it's not only fun, but that I'll actually do it. And of course, there are exercises that I love, and they're usually like all the vanity muscles. I love to work on my chest. I will do bench press all day because I love the way my chest looks after I get a really good pump on it. So I'll just go to the gym and I'll just do the exercises that I love, that I want to do, that are fun for me. And then, of course, there's dance. Dancing is as active as you can get. It really is. It is super active. You probably noticed how hard I was breathing after dancing my butt off. And that's because it's actually a workout and it's fun. So there's that. And the perfect example is the dance your butt off. This totally counts as your workout. That's why we do it, because it's fun and it's easy. It's an easy win. And the whole idea is to not take fitness so seriously that it becomes intimidating, that it becomes this thing that you start to feel like you have to do. It becomes a chore. It becomes work. And I don't know about you, but I avoid work if I can. So don't let fitness become equated with work in your mind. Instead, ask yourself, what would this look like if it were fun? And so, speaking of fun, that's your hack, by the way. Take that question and run with it. Apply it to everything in your life. That's my suggestion. Not just working out, you could apply it to your nutrition. Like if you're trying to cut back on your calories, make sure that you talk to a fit pro before you do that because those numbers have to be precise if you're starting to get into calorie counting. But I digress. If but you can apply fun to your nutrition program. As a matter of fact, the only four hard rules for nutrition that we have at the Fix are that everything you eat has to be delicious, satisfying, fast, and easy. All four of those are fun, and that's a great filter to filter your nutrition program through. Do it for anything that you're having a hard time motivating yourself to do. Make it fun. Like, sometimes um, I, I love to meditate uh, now. But in the beginning, I didn't. It did feel like a chore. So I found ways to make meditation fun for myself. I used music, I used guided meditations, I tried a bunch of different things. I used visualization, all kinds of things, anything to make it fun. So it didn't feel like a chore. It didn't feel like work. It's kind of the Mary Poppins effect, isn't it? It's like a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The most powerful lessons in life, I think, are are the simplest ones. And for me, I love to complicate. So getting back to simple is always my mandate because once I get there, I'm like, oh yeah, just make it fun. So that's your homework for this weekend is just anything you run into, ask yourself the question, what would this look like if it were fun? So until I see you on Monday, where we're going to unpack the intricacies of motivation.